Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie Dahl with Dahl Fisher, your estate planning attorneys here in Denver, Colorado. And we wanted to talk a little bit today about what our process looks like. So often, when our clients do come in, they tell us this has been on their to do list for months, even years. But it just has fallen to the bottom. And one of the biggest hurdles that has come up is that time. They think it's going to be a long process, they think it's going to be a lot of work. And so it just quite frankly has gotten pushed to the bottom because there's a lot of other things going on for their life. So they do finally make it in, and we, at the very end of everything, they go, "Oh my gosh, you made this so easy. Had I known, I would have done this sooner." And so we thought it'd be a good time to talk about what our process is, how does it look, so that you all know and would know what to expect. So, our first step is what we call our education session. And the reason we call it an education session is this. One of our core values is actually education here at the firm, and that is making sure that we are constantly educated on what the law says, changes, things of that nature. We're always learning. And the reason we call it our education session is because we think it is so important that our clients be educated on what all of their options are, what they can and can't do, what may or may not work in their situation. Every family is really unique, from assets to kids. Sometimes we have single parents, sometimes we have married couples, we have blended families, we have clients who their parents are living with them, or they're taking care of somebody who maybe isn't their child. So we have to do a lot of different things that is tailored for that individual. So really that first session is about educating them on what can and can't be done, what all of their different options are. There's so many myths out there. A lot of times people come and tell me, "Hey, I need a will." And I say, "What about the other supporting documents?" "Oh, I don't need those." So it's really about educating about what are the other documents are out there. What do they do? What do they not do? And how can they help that client? And let's see if they need them. Do you need a trust? We hear so often, "I need a trust." Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let's talk about your situation. Let's talk about the goals you want to achieve. That way we know if it's true. Just because, a lot of times we hear from our clients, "I want to avoid probate." We want to go through and educate you on what the process of probate is so that you know really is that something you need to or want to avoid. So there are a lot of, obviously pieces that come together. And so it's the reason we do, and we call this our education session. And then most importantly, it's the reason we make it complimentary, because we want to make sure that before you make any decisions, before you move forward with anything, you have all the information you need. Once we do that and you decide how you want to move forward, then we move on to our design session. So in our next video, we'll talk a little bit about the design session. Stay tuned. Thanks.